What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm trying something different this time. I want to see how you guys feel about this, so let me know your thoughts and comments down below. So this time, our story is about a kid named Doan, and he's a shuttle. So a shuttle is basically someone that is bullied into doing things that they don't want to do. So let's say you're getting picked on in school, and they basically take your lunch money every time. You are a money shuttle. So in this story, our main character is a game shuttle. He's forced to play video games for other people, so he'll grind their characters up. And he basically just grinds for other people, do that tedious work that no one wants to do. Basically, that little brother work. Like, have you guys ever given your little sibling a game to play for you just so they could grind the XP and then you can come home and actually have the fun? It's a little bit like that, but a lot more serious. He gets beat up to do these things, like he gets forced to do these things, and if he fails, if he messes up, then he has a beating in store for him, right? So basically our story starts that way where he's just grinding multiple games at the same time, right? And he actually gets distracted by this girl named RN who he's been infatuated with for a long time. And he actually sparks up a conversation with her because she comments that she's actually bad at video games, right? So in the midst of him actually surprised that she's talking to him in the first place, he tries to give her some tips on playing the video game, right? And she actually finds him hilarious, and she's laughing at some of the things that he's saying, and he's like, "Whoa, this girl actually she's taking interested in me," right? Then she's about to leave to go for lunch, right? Her friend comes over, calls her over. She's like, "Hey, the guys are waiting. We should probably get out of here." So Arwen is about to leave, and he looks down. He notices that one of his characters accidentally dies in the midst of him being distracted and talking to this girl. One of the bully's characters actually dies, and he loses a legendary flame sword, which is one of the bully's favorite weapons, and two, he was told explicitly by the bully to not take his eye off the game. So immediately as Dowan realizes his mistake, the bully takes his head and slams it into the desk. Like, destroys his face, slams it into the desk. And he's like, dude, I told you not to take your eyes off the game. But you're over here trying to chat up things? Yeah. If you don't get my sword back, I am going to strip you butt naked and beat you up in front of that girl you're trying to chat up. So Doan is really in a really bad situation right here. But on his way home, he thinks to himself, he's like, dude, I hate video games. But deep down, this guy is actually a game otaku. If you guys know what an otaku is, it's somebody like really obsessed with whatever it is they're obsessed with. There's like anime otakus. I used to be one of those. And there is video game otakus. I think I kind of am one of those right now. But video game otaku, you're just obsessed with video games, right? So he goes home and he's like, okay, you know what? It's not that bad. I am max level, so I should be good to go. I should be able to get this sword back pretty easily, right? But as soon as he goes on the game, there is an update. Max level used to be 100 and he's level 100 right now. But the new max level is 200 and the difficulty has been raised exponentially, and the drops has also been decreased exponentially, right? So he spends the next 18 consecutive hours grinding the game, hoping to get this sword, to no avail. 37 hours, nothing. All he's getting is rares. He's not even getting anything close to a legendary. 64 hours straight. I don't know if you guys have ever stayed up like 24 hours before, like 48 hours. That's insane. 64? Yeah, you're tripping. So spends the next 144 hours playing this game. Energy drinks. That's all he's caffeine and energy drinks. He's not even eating right. He's not sleeping at all. He's playing 144 hours straight. That's insane. So what's crazy is the item drop isn't the only problem that he's dealing with, right? The boss itself is an extremely difficult boss to find. Period. So not only is he trying to find this boss, which is difficult to find, the drop itself is nowhere near guaranteed on anything. And he's weak, so he's already having a difficult time beating the boss. So difficulty finding the boss, difficulty beating the boss, and then difficulty obtaining the loot that he needs. Right? So he's literally crying at this point. He's literally crying. He's like, bro, I'm about to get beat up in front of my crush, butt naked. Everybody's about to laugh at me. I don't want to. I want to die. I don't want to do this. Right. So just as soon as he was literally about to give up and be like, man, there's nothing I can do. I've already been playing 144 hours. Like, I don't know what else I could do at this point. Someone else jumps in, a max level player in white named the One Who Brings End. Literally one shots the boss and saves his life right then and there. Right? And he's like, oh my gosh, I actually need to get this guy to join my party because this guy's the only person that will actually help me. And I need help so I don't get beat up as soon as spring break is over. Right? So he actually manages to convince this white player to join him, and they actually find the boss and beat the boss together, and he actually gets the sword. But an additional loot dropped. He got a god version of the sword. So the sword he was looking for was the Fire King's great sword, right? But on obtaining that sword, he actually got a Fire God's great sword, right? So deciding not to be greedy about it, he was like, okay, you know what? I'll actually give this to the end because this guy actually he helped me. He helped me get the sword. Like, I just wanted to get the Fire Kings. I don't need to get the Fire Gods. I'll give him the Fire God sword and be done with it, right? So he gives him the sword, and the end actually comments. He's like, dude, you don't know how long I've been looking for this sword. I really appreciate the fact that you're just giving this to me, right? Dawn smiles, and he's like, you know what? I can actually relax now. Even though spring break is over, it's fine. I'm not going to get stripped naked and beat up in front of RN as soon as I get back to school. So I don't care about this Lord. I'm just glad that I'm not going to die when I go to school. Right? He takes a sigh of relief, and then as soon as he's ready to get up, he just starts to get up out of his chair. His knee buckles. He collapses and dies right then and there. Insane. I know. Insane. He literally just dies right there. When you think about it, it's been over 144 hours. That's a week straight. No sleep, just caffeine. That's insane. So, Doan's thinking to himself, dude, I'm pathetic. I can't believe I died due to excessive gaming. Like, what's my mom gonna think? This is just terrible. I can't believe I did this. Da 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 da. Right? And then, right before his eyes, a system pops up. Yep. We all knew this was gonna happen. So the system, the system pops up, and the system saying, "Do you want to accept the quest?" And he actually accidentally says yes. The system just takes his yes at any point in time. It just takes his yes and throws him into it. So before he knows it, he wakes up where the chapter initially started in his class, just as RN was leaving the room, and his bully comes right then and there and slams his face into the desk once again. But this time, there's a system. And the system tells him that he is a Powerless shuttle. That's his class. Powerless shuttle. But his ability is all the EXP he's gathered from every single game he's ever played will be transferred into him now. So literally every single EXP he's ever gained in every single EXP he's ever earned in any game he's ever played. Damn, tongue twister. So he's been a game shuttle for a lot of people. So he's been playing video games for a lot of people. Plus, he's plays video games for himself. So needless to say, that's a lot of EXP, right? So calculating a system notification pops up and says it's calculating how much EXP he's about to gain, right? And at that point, Chul Wu, which is his bully, still has his head slammed against the desk, right? But as the one, for the first time ever, he's actually glaring at Chul Wu. I mean, like, if this guy was the cause of your death, then you'd be glaring too. So I can understand, right? So he's glaring at Chul Wu right here, right? And Chul Wu is like, bro, why are you glaring at me? You're actually pissing me off now. So Chul Wu starts wailing on him. Bam, 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 bam. Beating the crap out of this guy. He looks even more upset than he ever was before, right? And as soon as he's beating on him, RN actually comes back just in time to see Doan get socked right in his face, right? And and Doan is actually sad about seeing her walk through, right? RN attempts to stop Cholu, but then he literally just grabs her hair and he was about to beat her up next because he's an equal opportunist fighter. He'll beat up anybody. He doesn't care, right? So as RN is about to get like smacked on, Doan gets up. He's like, bro, I can't let this happen, right? So he's just about to stand up and beat the crap out of him, right? Or at least attempt to, right? The system pops up and says, hey, your EXP has been calculated. So you've been promoted to promising game shuttle, and then honorable game shuttle, and then superior game shuttle. Then he unlocks a skill. Crushing blow. A flurry of punches just flies out. And it's actually from the game that he was playing that killed him. One of the characters that he uses. And a message pops up from the admin, and it's the end, the person he gave the sword to, and he says he's rewarding Doan for his kindness. And then Doan actually uses this ability, destroys his bully. I mean, pummels him to the ground, right? And at that very moment, because he killed that last bully, he got 200 EXP, and that 200 EXP turned him into a sealed game shuttle. So all of his stats were max level, right? And honestly, looking at the notes, they said that if he didn't beat this bully at that very moment, then he wouldn't have been promoted to a sealed game shuttle. So you'll see why I say that in a second, right? As he's excited about his brand new power, all of his stats are sealed and reduced to 1. Every single one of them. So going from max level to everything being put away, you're packed up, you're level 1, bud. Right? And just a note, if you guys have made it this far into the video and you like it, let me know down below. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more, right? It means a lot. It will really let me know if you guys like the video or not. And if you don't, constructive criticism in the comments. Like, this is free space. I really like to hear what you guys have to say about the video, and so I could improve and make things better. But yeah, back to the video. So for beating the bully, he actually obtained a golden key. So that's basically chapter 1 all put up together. So what does this key do? Why was all his stats sealed? And who is this mysterious player called the End? How did the End give him a system? See, these are a bunch of questions, right? So from my perspective, honestly guys, from my perspective, this has to be one of the best manhwas I've read all year. I'll give this manhwa 8.5 out of 10. Like, I'm fully caught up on this manhwa. It gets so good, guys. It gets ridiculously good. I highly recommend that you guys read this manhwa. Highly, highly, highly recommend. I honestly, I was actually working on another video, and I actually didn't like the manhwa, so I never ended up uploading it. So that's the thing. I am not gonna upload any manhwas that I don't think is actually worth the read. And I think I have pretty high expectations when it comes to manhwa. That's the thing about me. So honestly, guys, please just read 2-3 chapters. You don't like it, read 2-3 chapters. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If I'm wrong, you let me know. But honestly, I don't think I'm wrong. So let me know what you guys think down below. And that's me. I'm gonna drop another video about in a week. So let me know what you guys think. And yeah, sign out, bro. Oh yeah, like and comment on the video, bro. Please hit that subscribe button. I know you see it. It's just one click. And I'm relatively new to all this YouTube stuff, so I'm still trying to figure out how exactly is the best route to do things. So this video is much more experimental. I'm trying something new, trying something different from my first video. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like it, you guys don't like it. And if you guys made it this far, I'm gonna assume that you liked it. So just let me know what you guys think down below. Please, constructive criticism, even if it's like a negative thing, let me know down below how I can improve. So yeah, thanks guys.